Okay, now we're ready to start finalizing the head. Let's go ahead and open the last file that we created. Desktop, exercise files, SplineHead 11. That's got the mouth and everything else. So all I have to do now is just join these two together. And it's very similar to what we did with the body. So I'm going to go ahead and I have to delete my reference. Then I'm going to select my object here. And I'm going to mirror it with a copy this time instead of a reference. And I'm going to go into my front viewport here. It's probably the easiest place to go. And I'm going to select my original one. And we're going to attach the copy. There we go. Go to Vertex and select all of the vertices down the middle. Make sure I don't get any extras, which I did. I got a few right there. Okay. In fact, I'm going to go into perspective, make sure I got everything. There we go. Then all I have to do is do a weld. And there they are. It's already welded. Now, that's it. There's the head. Now, let's go ahead and rename it head, so that way we have a... and I've actually got a little problem here. I noticed here I've got this bottom of the of that throat cavity is kind of jutting through there, so I'm going to go ahead and scale that down. So now let's take a look at this head and make sure that we've got, as we look at the seams, it looks like the back of the head is a little bit pointy. So I can go into a top viewport. And you see how when we joined it, it kind of made it pointy. So I'm going to go ahead and take these vertices here and just move them back a little bit to kind of round that out. Maybe even do the same with these. So maybe even scale them out just a little bit. So we want to kind of round out the back of that head. But you want to keep the profile of the head fine. Okay, there we go. And we've got a little bit of problem up here with these triangles. If you want, you can go and edit mesh and make these edges invisible. Or because we're in edit poly, another thing we can do is we can just take these edges. All right, let me do them one at a time. I'm going to highlight that, delete it, and now I'm going to go ahead and build a new face. So I'm going to go to Polygon and go down to Create, and then I'm just going to go ahead 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes a quad. Go back to Edge, do the same thing. Polygon, Create, and so on and so forth. So now I'm kind of getting rid of these little triangles and these extra edges that I really don't need. And where have we got? Create. And there we go. So now that's kind of fixed. That's a little bit better. Oops, what did I do? I just created a... You do have to look at these. I'm going to go ahead and do an undo there. Let's do that one more time. I probably hit a vertex down there somewhere. So let's do Create. There we go. And there's our model. And we can look at the same, where it's pointy at the back of the head. It's probably going to be a little bit pointy along the front of the face, along the nose. So you want to kind of sculpt that down. I'm noticing right here it's coming to a point. So you want to get rid of that, stuff like that. So just go through the model and make it, clean it up. And that'll be it. So I'm going to go ahead and save this out as SplineHead 12. And then in the next lesson, we're going to go ahead and attach this to the body.